is it. This is it, fellas. I am in the shape of my life. And though you might have perhaps seen me bigger in the past, I've never been this strong. I've never been this durable. I've never been this sharp mentally. And I gotta tell you, the number one thing that has held me back over the last 2 decades of training, and I don't want to call it dieting because it wasn't 2 decades of dieting, but it was 2 decades of research in terms of nutrition, how to fuel the body, how to maximize my results in the gym and outside the gym. I'm telling you, nothing has held me back more than eating too much. You've seen a lot of experiments on this channel. Fasting experiments like this month, different calorie cycling options that I gave you, different macro splits that I recommended over the years, but it all comes down to this, brothers. I've been habitually eating too much for my own good, and it's only during times of extreme calorie restriction, times of fasting, times of reducing my diet to a necessary minimum, that I again am reminded that this is where I must be. This is where I'm at my best. In this hungry state, in a state of deficit, in a state of lack, if you want. Now, that doesn't mean we stay there. It doesn't mean we fast every day. It doesn't mean we undereat every day. You guys know I have a huge appetite, a massive appetite, and it has served me well whenever I was able to control it, control the beast, so to speak. So where I'm at right now physically is in large part a product of my diet. As you guys know, this month of January, we dialed up the fasting, intermittent and prolonged, to a level like never before. Why? Because this is what life is all about. You gotta raise the challenge. You gotta make things harder on yourself. You gotta pull yourself out of that damn comfort zone. So this month we did 3 48-hour fasts every week, alternate day fasting. I would alternate day fast throughout the week and then occasionally take the weekends off, or take 2-3 days off back to back, and then resume the fasting cycle. This has worked incredibly well. It's not even funny. This has worked incredibly well, and I'm telling you, you gotta try this. You gotta do this. I have not lost any strength, not lost any muscle, although I do look flatter because the calorie consumption was much lower, obviously. But physically, I'm at the best, at my best. Mentally, even better. I feel incredible. So going forward, we're always gonna cycle in these 48-hour fasts. That's basically 1 day of not eating. Technically 2, because it's 48 hours, but it's literally me skipping 1 dinner and then resuming my diet the following day at around late afternoon dinner time. This is so easy at this point. It is so effective. It is so rewarding. That's right. It is a strategy that gives you instant results, physically and mentally. This is the sharpest I've ever been, the best I've ever felt. This month of January, I've had the best mood ever. It's very counterintuitive, but it simply works. It works. Do not overeat in an effort to put on muscle. Occasionally, yeah. Very short periods of abundance, yes. Short phases of a calorie surplus work magic. But make sure you don't overstay your welcome. Make sure you don't do it for weeks on end, months on end. It's not just the fact that you will put on unnecessary fat. It's the fact that you will slow down mentally. You will crush mental performance. Your mood will suffer. Your energy will suffer. Your hormones will suffer. Your health will suffer. Your longevity will suffer. Never worth it. You can look incredible without force feeding, without bulking in a traditional sense, by going through phases of lack and phases of abundance, following the cycle, playing by the rules, and playing to win. Guys, a couple more days in January. This week we're gonna complete another 2 to 3 48s, and then that's gonna be it for the month of January. Exciting times. I want you to experience this. I want you to see what this is all about. The guys in my 6-week challenge, the mean challenge that we set up at the beginning of January, are killing it. Again, seeing such rapid results, but not at the expense of quality of life. This is what a lot of you are getting twisted. You're dieting in a way that makes you miserable. You're training and living in a way that is not rewarding, that is not fulfilling. I'm telling you, you can have it all. You can have the physique, the performance, inside out. You can have the lifestyle that you want. The results across the board. No misery. That doesn't mean it's easy. That doesn't mean that everyone can do it. What it means is it's possible. You got to look for that way. You got to look for those strategies. And then you got to apply them relentlessly. Have a great week. Talk to you guys soon.